Hello, guys. Hope you're doing well. This is TJ, and you're listening to Beyond the Ring podcast. This is my review of Smackdown and AEW Dynamite. And this week's AEW Dynamite was the final stop before the pay-per-view AEW Double or Nothing on Sunday. I'm so excited for that. Can't wait to see that. And before we get into this review, please be sure to like this video and share it with your friends and subscribe to my channel for more wrestling content like this. So, without any further ado, let's get into this review then. So let's start off with the SmackDown show then. So this week's SmackDown show opened with Jay and Jimmy Uso getting excited for the match tonight because they had the match against Street Profits for that kind of a number one contendership for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. And Reigns actually was there. They were discussing in the Reigns locker room actually. And Reigns says, "I'm happy for you," but he asks, "What's the end game here?" And Jimmy says that the end game is winning the tag titles and making the family proud. And Roman says, Roman reluctantly nods and he's not just that interested. And Jimmy is happy as he thinks that he has got Roman's consent and all. He thinks like that. And Jimmy goes happily. And after Jimmy is gone, Reigns asks Jey Uso that, whose side are you? And Jey Uso says, "I'm with you," he says, and Reigns says, "and tell him that as well." So Reigns is still not liking what they both are doing straight to the point. He wanted to be the Usos to be kind of a slave for Reigns. That's what he thinks, and doesn't value or doesn't. Reigns doesn't care about the Usos actually. He just want to be there for helping him to win their titles time after time. That's what he wants. And that's smell is coming that they are going to turn or something, but no things are being seen actually. And that's the main point. They are just building deal. They're just teasing for many weeks actually. The whole month they teased, and till now there is no challenger for Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. And pay-per-view is in the half of June. So I don't know what's the build gonna be. They would build. I don't know. Now you can build it in 2 to 3 weeks, but the longer the time is, the better the build would be. I think so. But they don't brainstorm that as well. So, anyways, we get into the first match, which was this tag team match, Street Profits versus the Usos, and Street Profits have their entrance, Montez Ford. So the story of this match actually is who's the best tag team on SmackDown and who's gonna challenge for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. So prior to the match, they cut promos and kind of war of words that we are the best tag teams and you were the best tag team, as Montez Ford says. And Jimmy and Jey also said, as we came, we are the best tag team and you should prove that kind of a thing. We could win all the championships and all bragging thing. So this was a very competitive match. I liked this match. This was the only match I liked in the show very much. I like how they laid out the match actually, because it was a back and forth match. It was very competitive. There was high drama, excitement. Initially I felt it was just a normal tag match. It was going like that. It was slow kind of thing, but going forward this was great. Many near falls were there. They really told a seesaw kind of a story in this match, and I like this match going into deep into this match. At the finish of the match, actually, we saw there was Ford missing the splash because Jay pulls off Jimmy from the position, and with a super kick by Jimmy, Ford get the win. And the ending, I didn't question about that, but the ending pattern they did with a super kick, one of the best tag team that's SmackDown has to offer. With a super kick, they are winning. I didn't. They should have done a tag team maneuver, a double team, or that Uso splash or something. They should have closed about like that. So I thought about like that, and it could have been better. Something like a double team splash, double splash or something. You could have been done that. So that was my thing. But the match itself, the opening match itself, was kind of long. I would say 15 minutes or something. It felt long, but it sure was had excitement, and it was fun to watch. Coming back, Usos, but not the best match of the Usos. Sure, it's a opening match, and it's the first time Jimmy is back. So they had that ring rust, some kind of thing I had seen. and that was a story that is were being played off initially, because they were kind of figuring out how to go about and control this one of the best tag teams, Street Profits, now in this in the tag team division of SmackDown. But Jay and Jimmy Uso are the top team right now because they picked up the victory. And Michael Cole says upset win, and it was a thing I noted it down because it was so funny. Was it an upset win? A return is being done, and you are seeing upset win. Turns it right way to major victory straight away. He said, and Pat McAfee also asks, how can it be upset? I call this a major victory for Jey Usos. They were the best tag team in the tag team division, they says. And next we got the backstage interview. The Dirty Dogs, they says, they didn't believe the ferocity and the Ray had an urge to save his child and all. And they were kind of a baby face kind of thing, kind of character they were playing out this week actually. They were heel, but sometimes they felt like they were baby face. They were trying to tell about the right things and all. And they in this promo they said that they were kind of surprised what Rey Mysterio had to offer, that ferocity to save his child, kind of like a grandmother saving a child from a thing or something. And tonight they are gonna take the title, they said. And this is gonna be a main event actually, the Mysterios versus Dirty Dog. So another rematch, 1,000 times, as I am saying, because they are not keeping or changing things. I don't know why. They have tag teams. I'm not saying. I don't say that don't have tag teams. They have tag teams. They are not doing nothing. So second match which we got was Natalia and Tamina. I thought that it would be Nia Jax versus and Shayna Baszler, but they have kind of a dissension going on. So that storyline's over. Glad, man. And it was against the Right Squad. The match starts off a commercial actually. And Tamina is not seen anywhere, as they actually said that Tamina is not there, and she's kind of attacked by the Right Squad. Not in the bag, not in the it happened in commercial. We didn't see that, they didn't show us as well. Attacked by Riot Squad, as they say, commentators say. Tamina is seeing holding the apron and facing down like she's hiding or something. And that was she should have laid down, that would have been good selling. So that was that. This was a kind of squash match, I would say. Riot Squad, they messed up some moves and all, but that's kind of usual, because if you're not wrestling that much in the tag, in every week, or in a show or something, in a month or so, you could be experiencing that thing. So there was that cohesion element missing, but they sure did. They can be challenging for the women's tag team championship. So kind of Scotch, man, they really need to build up the women's tag team championship, tag teams, I think so. And new challenges for the tag team championship as well. If they don't, the champions reign would not be good. As they just won, Natalia and Tamina had their big babyface victory last week or so. No, 2 weeks before actually, yeah. 2 weeks before they had their victory. So they should have to give them a very good rivalry. Not with Shayna Baszler and Ajax. No, man, no. I don't want to see them again. Maybe other team or so. Yeah, you can do Lana's team. Is that it? I don't know about the tag team division that way, because they do random. They don't do random matches. They only do only one team after team after team. And past month or 2 months or so, we have been seeing Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler only. So next we saw was Adam Pearce is checking phone, and the Usos come up to him and then reminds him the victory they got and the excitement they had, and the tag team championship match. They actually ask for that, and whoever wins tonight in the main event, they wants the tag team championship match next week. And Pierce says, okay, consider it official. But after Jimmy Uso is gone, Jey Uso is kind of worried, because he remembers what Roman Reigns said, because it's kind of a very tough position, because he wanted to listen Roman Reigns as well as Jimmy Uso. He's gonna snap in coming weeks, I think so. Maybe he's gonna snap to Roman Reigns or Jimmy Uso. I don't know, man. I don't think so. We're gonna see Jey Uso versus Roman Reigns again. Maybe the plan, as I think so. The most obvious they can do is now Jimmy Uso versus Roman Reigns, and eventually Jimmy joining the Bloodline for that kind of stipulation or something. They can do kind of I quit. You can do that. I will join kind of thing. So that's my thought that I told. Else Kevin Owens says he's in the IC title picture, as we have seen tonight. So I don't know, man. What are their plans? So third match which we got was Bianca Belair versus Carmella. Bailey is on commentary, and match starts. This match was not bad, I would say. I would say Carmella is fun to watch. Her wrestling is good. She has the skill. She needed that push. You remember that time where when SmackDown line was live was there to 2016 time where she was kind of a big part of the storyline of women's division, and they should do that. Carmella is a big. She looks good. She is very hot, and as well as she good wrestles good as well. And that's the thing you could do. She's not just a glam girl as all say, because she puts on a very fun matches and all. Her wrestling skills are good, as I thought. She did good job in this match with Bailey on the commentary. It was entertaining, man. Bailey's on the top level. Her character is so good. I don't care if they have Bianca and Carmella have a rivalry or something of Hell in a Cell. You can do that. They can definitely do that. I want to see if because Carmella is doing great as her wrestling is good. Her heel characteristics, you cannot go wrong with her because she has experience. She has worked more than Bianca Belair had did. So I think that that would be a good pay-per-view match, one-off match in a pay-per-view rivalry before SummerSlam in Money in the Bank or something. Because I don't think so. They are building towards Carmella. Maybe they are building towards Bailey again because of that that pin actually that cover that with the braided hair that Bailey is saying week after week after week. And the finish in the match we saw with Carmella trying to hit that face buster, and Bianca turns into the kiss of death. Michael Cole is really old, man. He was just out of mind in every point in this show. Actually, he actually said he actually said Belanca, Belanca. He said twice or thrice, and Bailey just mocks him to the dead man, greatest level, into the greatest level, and by saying, "You stupid idiot, her name is Bianca Belair," and he's like, "Man, what did I do? What did I do?" And Pat is like two hands facing. That was funny, man. That was very funny. And Bailey stands on the announcer's table, just laughs on her. Bailey's really great, and his character is just having her mocking her words, getting into the challenger's mind. That's the thing. And Belair is so like she's really getting that words into her head, and she's really portraying a good character as a babyface, I would say. Um, yeah, so hopefully she should be having a very good reign. I hope so. So next we saw Dom and Mysterio, Dominican Rey Mysterio interview, and Dom's promo delivery is. I thought about that. I actually note about it. Dom's promo delivery is still like he's just improving. He's kind of green, I would say. His wrestling is good, but he needs to change some outlook or something. I thought about that. He's a tag team championship now, so maybe he could. They are the baby face, but. I thought about that. Maybe grow up some beard, bro. You are the tag team champions now. You're a grown-up man. Like you are the kind of you are having experience, 1 year, 2 year experience, and you should be kind of serious or something, because that's a transition you should make. Because he just looks like a child coming out of the playground or something. I'm not mocking him. His wrestling skills are good. Skill is good. His match with Seth Rollins was great. I would not take away from with that. But sure, I do think that this would have been he should deliver. He should improve on his promo delivery. So next we got. Yes, this promo was some motivation words. No one can top on off that kind of a babyface promo. They would retain the tag team championship. Next, the angle that they played off again. That's so mess up, man. Next we saw was Seth Rollins, and his gear looks so much special, man. Every week it's like he's giving tribute to any costume, any culture or something or anything. Every week his costume are so trendy and very funky type of gears. He calls out Cesaro to fight. Kind of babyface thing that he's doing. It's not here. It's not kind of he says he's not here, and then I think he started off with like babyface kind of promo, and then ended up he's not here. That's why he was kind of saying that he was calling out. So he's not here. And it's his birthday. He's very sad. He's not here. They show the attack footage that he did last week. Double storm to the ringside and to the steel ramp. And Rollins has a audio of Cesaro as well, mourning in pain in hospital. And he says fans watching are the one who turned him to disrespect him. He says, if Cesaro don't return, it's not my fault, it's your fault and Cesaro's fault. And whose hands are dirty? Your hands are dirty. You're all filthy. You're all dirty. I'm clean, as he says, and he's a still heel, and they are just saving up that. They still I still think about that. They are still figuring out what match to go off to the SummerSlam, because they can turn Seth Rollins into face in a matter of moment. They can do it because Seth Rollins is likable in every character. So they can. He's an established. We want John Cena, we want Brock Lesnar, like we have seen thousand times the matches with Brock Lesnar. But still, the Goldberg match is also pending. But the Goldberg match, I don't think so. Is in the SummerSlam. Maybe I think it's gonna be in the Super Showdown, and they are planning to have Saudi Arabia show this year, as the rumors were coming. So that was that. And I would I actually this promo, Rollins promo. I am getting into that. So this I didn't like about that much. His heel character is good. His promos are good. He's very kind of a cocky sometimes. He's kind of guilty sometimes. He's kind of like what did I do? I didn't do that kind of thing. People are saying it's a fiend attack. It's a fiend change that Seth Rollins got changed actually. Maybe I want Rollins to move on from this. If Cesaro is not gonna back next week or so, they should have already covered with this. We'll get it over with this, but they are it's still dragging upon that. I think so. This is gonna be in the Hell in a Cell again once more, just to drag upon, because Cesaro is just off that Universal title picture, and if he's not doing any kind of good rivalry with a high profile wrestler, that's bad for him. That's bad for him, because you couldn't have Cesaro being pushed over to the low card or lower mid card or something, because he was in the Universal picture. So I think okay, I would say this promo. I think Cesaro should move on to IC picture and Rollins to Universal title. That's what I thought. That's what I thought actually. That I felt. So next match which you got was Apollo Crews versus Kevin Owens, and Owens actually starts off with quickly actually with cannonball and a swanton, and Apollo tries to jump to Owens, but Owens escapes, and then Owens hits a super kick and tries to pop a power bomb, but Apollo escapes into a stunner. This should have been a great match. It should have been one of the best match of this night after the opening match, the tag team match. But WWE didn't give them. They just Commander Aziz comes with a Nigerian nail while Owens was spinning. That Nigerian nail just got into the throat, and he was selling like hell. This was going to be good, but they ruined it. They literally ruined it. This would have been good match, good TV match, I would say. So next we got Roman Reigns and Jey Uso segment about the match. Next week Roman says, "We used to close the show, man. After Jimmy, we aren't like after Jimmy comes back, we aren't like that anymore. And what about we? We used to do this. We our own stuff and all. We are not doing it." Jey Uso says, "I think about it. They didn't clear it. There are two pins." As I say, Jey Uso says that Jey Uso is thinking about it, and while I'm noting about it, I actually wrote upon that. They didn't clear it actually. They are not clearing out how's it gonna be, who's gonna come for Universal title picture, what's it gonna be for Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso. I mean, they are gonna challenge for the tag team champions. Hopefully, they would be becoming the tag team champions. I don't know what's the angle going forward. The two I mean the two things that the two plans they can be done is the one I think is Reigns versus Jimmy Uso. That's why I am thinking about. That's the most definite and obvious that I would say. Um, there's no kind of a definite challenge for Roman Reigns Universal title in Hell in a Cell. I'm not very into that, but I'll be little okay if they won't, if they want him to take him to main event status or something. Jimmy Uso, I am saying, seems that, and Jay turning on Jimmy and Jay versus resulting in I will join the Bloodline kind of stipulation, kind of Jimmy Uso versus Roman Reigns. That should be interesting. That's obvious they can go, and Reigns having his own thing with any other one, maybe Owens. He's in the IC title picture actually. So I don't think so, or this is the least favorable plan, and this they will make Roman Reigns' value somewhat go down. I would say Jimmy and Jey Uso turning on Reigns, that will not do good for Roman Reigns. A faction that the tribal chief gimmick, that's more powerful when Jey Uso is there. Jey Uso had his very own contribution, just like Paul Heyman's, because he had been the backbone for his Universal title win in every matches. So I think about that. But if you see, they don't have any plans as I say, because what will be up for Universal title picture? I don't know. Either in my choice, either I want Reigns versus a new challenger, any new challenger. I just want to think. I would have to think about that. Who's gonna be? Obvious plans I'm getting is Reigns versus Jimmy. So Reigns winning and Jimmy as well as joining the group will be in stipulation. In I joined kind of stipulation, as I said in this review. That's kind of I'm seeing, but don't know what's they are gonna do. So pretty interesting, but they are just dragging upon. And next we saw was Shinsuke Nakamura with this New Japan gimmick and the King of Strong Style gimmick that is having, and Shinsuke having that crown from Corbin, and Rick Books is back. He's a wrestler actually. He's now playing the guitar and all, playing this musician kind of thing for him. It's nice to see Nakamura changing and doing something other than just dropping out. Maybe he can be a new challenge for Reigns Universal title. I just felt about like that and just noted about it. And that would be a great option as well. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Roman Reigns. That could be a great one-off match for Hell in a Cell before SummerSlam, before Money in the Bank. Yeah, that would be great. That should be a great challenge. Would be a great challenger for. Maybe after moving on with Baron Corbin in weeks to come, you can do that. Yeah, so Rick Books playing this week. The music was not kind of very good like last week, but it was still entertaining. And the match fifth that we got was Shinsuke Nakamura versus Chad Gable, and Otis with a match starts off with the Otis with a power slam to Nakamura before the bell rang actually, and match starts off with Gable having multiple belly to belly suplex. This was a fun match. Seeing Gable, such talented superstar is, but he's just confined into that lower mid card, not a mid card, I would say lower card superstar kind of a thing. He's in the tag team, but they didn't have they haven't got any. They are the heels, and they haven't got any tag team championship opportunity or something. I think they were in the number one contendership spot for tag team championship, but they didn't win. So this was a good match. Gable with his amateur wrestling background, that story was playing out, and traps Nakamura's arm when he was kind of coming to the turnbuckle area where he was standing. Chad Gable was standing. Gable taking out his arm, but Nakamura's strong style was so hard strikes, and he was not taking up that, and he was not able to take that. And Corbin says after the match, actually Chad Gable actually lost with the running Kinshasa by Shinsuke Nakamura. This was a fun match. Post match, Corbin says, "It's my crown. I earned it." He takes away from the announce desk, and finish we saw Nakamura with running Kinshasa gets the win. A short run fun match, but Nakamura asked for the count, but it was taken by Corbin actually. He brags that it's his crown and all, and Rick Books actually attack him from the back and all. So is Shinsuke Nakamura again heel? I don't think so. He just stomped over him and walked away. I thought that he was gonna be attacked again and again for Kinshasa or something, but he didn't do that. So his Corbin is in a disrespect category like right now. And next we saw was Owens Apollo matchup, and Aziz interference shown again actually, and Owens is struggling with after that in the medical room that's being shown, and he tells Adam Pearce was standing by, and give me Apollo for the title, and Pearce says, "You're tough son of a B." So next week Apollo Crews versus Kevin Owens for the IC championship with Commander Aziz banned from ringside. I don't think so. Commander without Commander Aziz, Apollo Crews is gonna lose the title. I don't think so. Apollo Crews is a very good wrestler. He can win. I think so. He had won before as well, before WrestleMania. So I think he would be picking up the victory, and hopefully they're gonna drag into the Hell in a Cell match. Hell in a Cell card, I would say, not Hell in a Cell match. Hell in a Cell pay per view. So that's for the IC Championship. You can have a Cesaro as well if he's not doing for anything for. Uh, no, not like he's doing with Seth Rollins. That's why I don't want Seth Rollins again. Actually, he could be great addition in the IC title picture. That would be great. And coming back in a 6 months, 7 months or so back to the Universal title picture, he would really win the title. I am sure about that. I'm sure about that. He will be winning the title. Maybe in maybe in Royal Rumble, he would be winning 30-man Royal Rumble. Maybe it's a very early prediction. They can do that. Uh, they have done in the past as well. Like Shinsuke Nakamura, the new stars, they have won as well. Drew McIntyre, he was not. He's returned, but he was a new star. After that, he completely was changed, and that's my thought. So he's definitely gonna win, and he definitely had a very good match, very good showing. In the WrestleMania Backlash main event with the Reigns. So next we got the main event, a tag team championship match. And before the match, the same angle that they played out in WrestleMania Backlash or some, yeah. Ray is sitting like he's praying or remembering his ancestors or something. Dom's ask about something in his language, says something, and after commercial, right away in the same place, Mysterious giving is arriving in pain. He's a kind of laying out, and he's not able to pick him up. I thought again this angle is playing out, man. I think maybe Usos or Alistair Black was the attacker behind it, or maybe I also felt about like is it Buddy Murphy because they had their story of eye for an eye kind of that storyline, Seth Rollins storyline. I am saying hell maybe that as well. So I don't think that like the Murphy would be. So Ziggler and Rhodes are surprised by seeing this on the title round, and Dom says my dad was for me at the time I was injured, and I'm going for him. He says same old angle. I think over babyface stuff are not good. They did it first time, but over thing it's not good. I don't that don't sell very well every time. And the fact that you're doing like in a month or so, and that's not gonna play well. If this was a normal match, a normal rematch, that would have been better than this story. Actually, they just want to make them a baby face because more believable, like a tough baby face, like against all odds, because they are gonna face a tough heel Roman Reigns, the bloodline guys, Jimmy and Jey Uso. So that's why they actually had made this. So Dom as well. The match starts. Match is just normal. Okay, heel versus babyface story going on, and the finish of the match we saw Ray's music hits, and that creates a distraction for Roode, and Dom rolls up and gets it the victory, and uh, gets it the victory. So I didn't think about like this was kind of a good storyline that they played out. I didn't like that, but Dominic rolls Rude gets the win, and the show. I mean, the same thing that they are playing out. I didn't. I was not interested about that, but. End of the show. This was the end of the show, and we saw Jimmy Uso and Jey Uso coming up straight away after the win, and they are standing off with a yeah, they are standing in the ramp, Jimmy and Jey Uso, and that was it. This was the end of the show. So this was an average show. No storyline build up or angle that will be laid out. No clearance on the Jimmy and Jey Uso that Roman Reigns Universal title picture, and who's gonna challenge. IC title is gonna be next week championship. Maybe Kevin Owens is gonna be just that, and Shinsuke Nakamura was interesting, but he's kind of doing his own thing with Baron Corbin again, and not interesting stuff they are doing. They really need to change up their plans, and they really need to focus upon, or else it would be another Monday Night Raw kind of show in the week forward, because the May month was not strong for SmackDown. After WrestleMania, it was kind of week after week after week. It's coming down, it's coming down, it's coming down, down after down after that has felt. So this was an average show for me. So overall show thoughts, I would say main event was the same old thing that they had in the pay-per-view. I didn't like it, the overall show. This was an average show. not know who is the challenger for Roman Reigns. And opening match was the only good match that I thought about. Leaving that, this show was really average show in terms of storyline setup and wrestling. No story of Aleister Black as well, and that I forgot about Aleister Black. He actually attacked in the main event and one of the most important title, IC title, and that's on the main event. And how can they think about that? We forgot about that. I mean, in the social media era, how can they forget? And they didn't add any promo or any explanation or anything. They're just turning out in the raw, and they're just dragging, and they're just lazy to build upon the storyline, and that's really kind of showing. So they don't turn it around. It should be like next Monday Night Raw. Yeah, Roman Reigns storyline is would not be enough to save the show, because that's also getting very simple. Not many interesting thing going on that vessel. Not clearing on who is doing what, who is with whom. So SmackDown. This was a kind of a the May month actually was going as a one match deal. Every show has a one match, a one storyline that's going good. This was not. So the AEW Dynamite show, this was a go home show, as we all know, because we're gonna get on Sunday AEW's second biggest pay per view, Double or Nothing, and that's the go home show. And the show starts off with, this was gonna be a packed crowd. They have 1,500 fans out there, and it was really packed. I actually was worried because. COVID is still going on, man, and maybe they are faced, and a lot of them in the starting as they were panning the crowds, the camera actually. So most of the guys didn't wear the masks actually. I think felt like they would be vaccinated or something. Most of them would be. Maybe in the US that would be the case. So, anyways, we start over right away with the first match, which was Darby Allin with Sting versus Cesar Bononi. So this was a kind of a match to just build up, because the Sting and Darby Allin is having a match at AEW Double or Nothing versus Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky actually. So Sting is returning to wrestle after 6 years. Last he wrestled was a Night of Champions against Seth Rollins in WWE for that World Heavyweight Championship. I think so. Yeah, yeah. So this was a short, fun opening match. Cesar Bononi actually tries to capitalize on his injured rib, which is covered by a white strap since many weeks because of him falling. Ethan Page actually attacked him. Just thrown off him over that staircase. So slamming and wrenching him on that rib cage. But Darby comes back with a up and over stunner and a coffin drop, gets the win. So there was a very there was this was a short match. This was the main highlighting point of this match, because there's nothing to call of nothing to say about that much. But this was a very good fun match, opening match, and I really thought about one thing, that Cesar Bononi is a really big guy and he's gonna be the star in my mind. And he's kind of like 7 feet something, 6, 7 or 7 feet. I thought about it. There's a great future for this guy. I thought about it. I see that he looks intimidating and had that restless look as well. So he would be a great superstar, great wrestler in AW. So post match we saw Darby says, "I can't wait till Sunday." So he calls out Ethan and Scorpio, and Scorpio comes out and says they're not gonna fight for free, and they says. On Sunday, one legend will go down, and another two for them will be the beginning. And they act like they're going, but the wise man actually attacks. The wise man is the group, and they attacks, and Sky and Ethan also come back, and they as well attack Ethan with a face lock to Darby. Then and the wingman are now gone, because storyline is focused on them, and Sky with a chair trapped into the Sting's leg. Out comes the Dark Order to save, like a bunch of dogs. And Sting looked aged in the show. I think about that. Sting looked very aged in this show. Nevertheless, he's aged, I know, but I just thought about that and what to tell about that. Could be a good match, I would say. The build up, kind of a very not a the build up onto the whole show, I would say, was not very good. Like past pay per view or the past Double or Nothing, you can say. But still, I would say this match will be good. I hope so. Sting is safe. Sting would be safe. I pray for him that he wrestles this match safely and very slowly, because he's 61 years old. He have this passion, and he's doing because he's given his consent. That's why I know they are not uh, kind of forcing him, I know, but still, hope he be safe. And next we got Cody Rhodes and Anthony Ogogo waiting Wayne, and this was a bad segment, man. That was a okay segment. I can say this was a very drag segment, even though it was kind of 15 minutes or something. But this is a drag segment. And Paul White, we didn't know Paul White is a host, but we saw in the graphic that Paul White is gonna be the host for this. And Paul White comes out and get into the ring and enjoy his moment with the fans. And we go to commercials then, and Paul White invites both Cody and Anthony for the Wayne. And the Wayne took a lot of time, man, to be known for Paul White. Actually, Paul White actually literally said that you guys can help me instead of walking and help with this weight. I mean, why the hell will they help to Wayne Cody? Why the hell will be helping to Wayne Cody? Because he says, because I didn't have that time to invest for the digital one, as he says. That was pretty lame, man. They have so much money. They could have brought digital Wayne. That could have been good. Big Show. Sorry, Paul White actually standing in the front of the kind of about turn in the posture. He was standing just kind of filling up all over the Cody Rhodes, and a whole presentation actually. There were so many guys as well in this thing. The storyline itself, okay, I will say, not so much interested, not very interested to see match like other matches, I would say. Two. It's once again happening this year, and we saw the video package. Then Inner Circle was the pinnacle. All the Inner Circle and commentators speak about the experience and all advantage that who's gonna get that victory, and whether Inner Circle is gonna disband. And that's a very pretty. I don't want them to disband, man. They are the best thing going on. Even the pinnacle is very good, but I don't want two of them because splitting out. I know that it's pretty difficult to have two teams at the top, because who's in the top. So I mean, uh, I don't want to see the breakup or something, a heel turn or something. I just want to be Inner Circle versus Pinnacle. Uh, not every thing should be like heel turn or something. So I'm so into it. So I don't want Inner Circle losing or getting a heel turn or getting disbanded. Um, and Inner Circle actually says in the promo in this video package, actually, they don't know how it works. Pinnacle don't know because, as we know, they were in the last stadium stampede. Actually, they know all about it, and they lost actually last time. They were heels that time. So excited while that was being shown. Powerhouse Hobbs and Christian were fighting brutally, and backstage, Christian getting a shot and something like a stage setup tool or something. He was getting a shot. He just swings him off that with that stage tool and spear into that cardboard thing that was set up. So pretty good. I mean, they didn't confirm this. Maybe we would be getting in the buy-in or something, or maybe in the show as well. Powerhouse versus Christian Cage. No. This is on the back of the Casino Battle Royale because they are going to be both in the Casino Battle Royale. Actually, remember that they're not going to be in the match. Sorry for that. So second match we got was Hangman Adam Page versus Joey Janela. If we see this match, if you do remember, this has some history. These two guys actually have some history. Actually, they fought before. Not double or nothing. I would say the time is coming to have that loss in the championship. He's been holding for a long time. Maybe they can have the rematch or something, but it's a better time to have that loss AEW Championship, World Championship. So actually, I've been world champ. I know what his looks, but he delivers to the ring. As Pace tells us, "You distract me." All of them comes. He asked to come out. Ricky Starks as well. Man, he's looking dangerous because because of coming off his that blood coming off his head was so dangerous. And Paige says, "Do you need these guys to whoop my ass? I thought you have more balls to actually Brian Cage actually, and but now I think it's all shrunk off." And this was a very good line. I thought you have more balls, but now I think it's all shrunk off. That was a good line. And Cage says, "You are gonna get me one on one, fair and square, guys." That's a great done deal. Taz was interrupting, and no, he's saying no. Great. Why Taz are you doing? You're just bragging about Brian Cage, and now you're saying no, no. This should be a one-on-one match, and I'm so excited for to see this match. This is going to be a very good match, I would say. One of the match I'm excited to watch, and this is going to be a great match. Can't wait to see this. Next we got Moxley and Kingston is in the ground. Mocking the price of the shoes and throwing into the dirt. Good promo by both, I would say. They cut good promos. They want the belts, as they say, and they are ranked picks, as they say, the titles as well, like kind of ranked picks. And they were even though the Young Bucks are the well-oiled machine, as Moxley was saying, but they as a ranked drug tag team that suits their tag team championship. And I think I think Moxley and Kingston would be winning. I think so. I'd be telling the prediction. So next we got Tony Schiavone is in the ring concerning AEW World Heavyweight Championship topic. So Schiavone actually was going to call out Orange Cassidy, but Park Music hits. The bastard comes out and says the bastard is gonna win the title on Sunday, and he calls out Omega on the show. And then Don Callis comes actually, and Don Callis comes on the screen, and he says, don't want to come into the ring because you are an angry psychopath." And it was a trap actually, because Omega comes at the back, and Pac noticed him. Nice. Pac noticed him because he would have been beat to pulp. Pac notices him and gives him a couple of shots, but the Good Brothers comes out and attack Pac. But the Death Triangle, Pental Zero, Phoenix comes to save Pac. The Good Brothers are gone. Then after that, Omega picks up Pac. He was laying around the turnbuckle. Pac to give one winged angel, and but okay, so one more guy, man. But Orange Cassidy music hits, and people like roars like anything. They are really behind this guy. And Orange Cassidy music hits, and he comes, and I don't know what's this guy. Even though he don't look like a legitimate AEW World Championship, but he does the character so well. If you see my reviews 2 weeks or 1 week before as well, you will see that I hate this match to be in the first place, because I don't want to see. Pac is a good challenger, but I don't want to see Orange Cassidy. No offense to Orange Cassidy, I love his matches, but he's not in the level or something to go to the AEW Championship that I thought. But after this thing, I felt about like this guy is something is going that something it factor is going. So that's why they are, because he's just lazy. He's one of the thing, but I still think that maybe they would be putting that belt on Orange Cassidy. I don't know. Sure. Then we saw Omega Orange Cassidy music as he comes out and have a letter whether he differ or not. That was the decision that's going to be made this night, and sure he will not differ. We know that Omega is 5 pieces of the contract in, and Orange with the orange punch to Omega, and Cassidy tried to take a look at the title, but Pac comes out and he tries to hit Cassidy with a power bomb of sort, but Cassidy escapes and hits an orange punch to him as well, and he finally takes the AEW title belt and take a look and raises it. I don't think Cassidy would because. The go home show, if the one who is picking up the title would be not the winning. That's a wrestling 101. If you know, I don't think Cassidy would if he win, that would be a very great shocker, would be very big shocker, but it's fun to watch, man. He would be a very great contribution to this. I'm interested to see now that's it confirmed, and not just bragging about they are doing the first time, and could very good main event. He's a favorite. He's a favorite in this match actually. Underdog here actually. One face, one heel, and one super heel. Kenny Omega. So two heels against one face. That's the ratio in this championship AEW championship match. And next we got was Jade Cargill interview, and Jade Cargill interview and she had finally accepted the services of Mark Sterling, and Matt Hardy is pissed. Uh, that's a short segment. For weeks, she was not agreeing to Max Sterling, and finally she's agreed. Match third was the same: Jade Cargill versus Killian King. Killing King, actually, this was a back and forth match. Okay match to watch, I would say, though. Didn't take much time. Both Jade and King were nice to watch. It's very nice to watch new talents coming up because AW Women's Division is developing in its developing nature. So okay match, I would say. Maybe Jade would be coming to the ranking of women's title, as they were teasing that she would be the next to challenge. She would maybe the next to challenge for the AW Women's Championship after Britt Baker and Hikaru Shida's match. So next then we saw was the segments in this show were great, man. That was not bad. Every segment were great. I mean, I was entertained. I was enjoying the segments. And the next segment after this, after the match, actually was Lance Archer and Jake Roberts, and he says he can't beat out Miro and take the title, and because backstage promo that they had, and the fourth match, which was the TNT Championship match, and they really did tease that if Dante Excalibur actually says that if Dante Martin wins, he would be going to challenge Lance Archer for the TNT Championship. So Miro versus Dante Martin for the TNT Championship, a really good babyface display by Dante Martin, and it was fun to watch, even though I didn't thought about Miro losing or something. But back of the mind, we feel that if this kid gets a win, that a short speed, that would be a great man. That was it was a short match, but was a great short fun match. Sometimes it's like that, a short speed versus power kind of story that was being told. Post match, we saw Jake Roberts comes and says, yeah, here's some message, and he says your fairy tale title is gonna be ending, and Miro mocks Lance, and this is the same thing that Miro has already said before he beat Darby Allin. Actually, he has also said that fairy tale is gonna end. Same thing is said to Miro, actually, now that he's the TNT champion, and Archer actually comes. Miro actually mocks Lance Archer, and Archer comes running. Archer tries to choke slam Miro, and they have a small little scuffle and brawl, and two actually was taken away apart by the securities. So it was a great, man. This was the only brawl that we had seen kind of after the AW World Championship. That kind of picture. This I like this, and I'm excited for this match. This will be a great match. Miro versus both power guys. Miro versus Lance Archer, and Lance Archer is had a very long overdue push to the TNT Championship, that he has been in the TNT Championship picture. Last year he was in the TNT Championship match, but he didn't win against. I think it was against Cody, actually. Yeah, Cody. I think so. Yeah. Next we got was Tony Schiavone is in the ring and ref with the AEW Women's Championship. Lots of segment, man, for to work for Tony Schiavone this week. Actually, there was a lot. This is the fourth or third segment that he's working on, and Tony Schiavone honors Shida's 1 year anniversary by presenting her with new AEW Women's title, and she looks very good, and she's kind of wearing a Japanese cultural dress, and slightly better and good looking, I would say, the title. I think it's a special gift for her. I didn't think that that's like an official title to change hands or something. Shida speaks that she's actually good in English. She thanks to all the fans, and then she thanks Britt Bakers. She thanks not Britt Baker. She thanks to all of them, to all the fans. Just a basic appreciation promo she had. But Britt Baker's music hits, and she comes out and congratulate her for carrying out this championship in the most difficult time of wrestling, and that's the thing that she had only said, and I was like, yes, indeed, no doubt about that. Actually, Britt says she will take the new title. So really, she said that I thought about that was a present for Shida. I didn't thought about that it's gonna be the official title for AEW. So she actually closes off that with the era before her was 316, kind of referring to Austin 316, I suppose. But after Double or Nothing, it would be DMD. Nice promo ahead of the title match, because you couldn't have that promo war or something, because uh, I'm not just picking apart Hikaru Shida, but just giving my thoughts. So that was it. So just a combustible written all over it. So next we got Samuel Guevara again with a crowd in the crowd, and he's with another set of cards. and nothing special. Just says, long story short, actually they're gonna win, and the Spanish God will hit you up. That's it. This is the closing card actually. I don't think nothing special. They didn't say that any special thing. And the fifth match, which was the main event, kind of, I would say, this was not the closing, because the inner circle celebration was the last thing that they were saving. Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page versus Stu Grayson and Evil Uno of Dark Order, and this was a very good tag team match. You could say the main event as well, a wrestling match, I would say. It was a good match, a good match. Stu Grayson DDT on the apron, and Sky was didn't thought about that he was gonna hit the DDT or something. A kind of uncalled for. Even Sky didn't know. This was a very good fun main event. Some innovative maneuvers from the Dark Order, but it was Ethan Page who took the win by Ego's edge, Razor's edge, you can say that. But he just leaves. Kind of throws him away, not not drives him like Razor Ramon does. So while Stu Grayson was on the heel hook by Scorpio Sky, and post match we saw Page says this is gonna be exactly the same thing what's gonna be happening, and Sting music hits. And they really did put the importance on this match into the closing, because Sting is a big deal, man. He's coming after 6 years, and they are treating Sting as a very important. Yeah, he's important. He's one of the very best wrestler, I would say. Yeah, one of the very best wrestler in the 90s, and I'm a fan of him as well. So Sting music hits, lots of Sting copy comes out. um, Kind of wearing mask. In between there was a real Sting as well, and Darby Allin puts a Page to sleeper, while Scorpio Sky was taking out every other copy's Sting. Then the real Sting comes out, and that was not he was not able to, and just Sting removes his mask, and he just saw Sting, and he just runs over, and that was the segment. So okay, a pretty good segment, a pretty good, very good match as well. I like this match. This tag team match was good. They had a great chemistry as well. I thought about that. Should be very interesting to see more matches from him. I thought about that. So next we saw the celebration of Inner Circle, and we actually known that Eric Bischoff is the host of this, and he actually said that. He actually talks about the WCW kind of that he had, because he's in the same network. He's just celebrating that, and he invites Inner Circle, and it was just a treat to listen 1,500 people singing the Judas in My Mind, man. This is one of my top 10 favorite theme of themes actually of wrestlers theme. So this was a very good, man. This was a very good, people singing, and I was so thrilled. I had literally goosebumps coming up. It was great. And then we saw a special video package on the beginning to the now actually of the Inner Circle, and it was a very good uh, put upon by the AEW put upon video package, and they all out actually touched upon their promo in the promos, touched upon their moments and heartfelt thought about their faction. Actually, they were really showing us that if they would uh, break up or something, the kind of a send off, I thought. But they it was really kind of emotional thing that they hugged it out each other. But after that, MJF comes upon the title screen, and then we saw Dean Malenko was slaying the stadium, and MJ was calling up Inner Circle, or if he'll be attacking Dean Malenko again as well. I like that Dean Malenko involving stuff. I like that, because as we know, Chris Jericho and Dean Malenko are very good friends, and they know about them for so many years. And it was a trap actually. They all attack Inner Circle, and spike pile driver by FTR onto the table. They actually reach down to the ground, actually the stadium of the Jacksonville. Yeah. So the spike driver, pile driver by FTR, and all of them at the same time were doing some of the main motor. The camera angle was not right, because they were just showing that spike pile driver from the table. They were other four guys were hitting something, and that was being partially cut off. So that would have been cared about. So lastly, MJF said, then when you are in the pinnacle, you are always at the top. And this was a great show, and they ended it very good. Even though I would say the build toward the pay-per-view prior to this week's was not good, but the closing, they delivered it, and they were really good in that. And try to make us, and they really try to make us care about every matches. The three-way for AEW World Title, the Inner Circle versus the Pinnacle Stadium Stampede, to Hangman Adam Page versus Brian Cage, and close to that, Miro versus Lance Archer for the TNT Championship. These four matches are the four matches that I am very looking forward to. My favorite matches could be that I wanted to watch about. That I'm expecting that very that's expecting like I would be a very good match. So this was my review for AEW Dynamite. If you, I don't like to compare, but if you compare SmackDown with AEW Dynamite, you cannot compare, because AEW Dynamite, this was all out thing, because this was a go home show for them. But because for SmackDown, this is not a go home show or something for Hell in a Cell or something. But straight out towards, if you want to say, AEW Dynamite was very better than SmackDown show. So this was a review for SmackDown and AEW Dynamite. I hope you liked it. So I will be coming with AEW Dynamite predictions in some hours. So please be tuned into that. But please make sure to like this video, share this with your friends in Twitter and all other social media. All my social media links are given in the description, and please be sure to subscribe to my channel for more wrestling content like this. And I will see you guys in the next one. Be safe, stay energetic, peace.